All right, what's up, man? Your boy Oz, motherfuckers in the barbershop, the waviest podcast on the planet. From the hood where we do it most good. Got the usual fellas in here with me today.
Yeah, this is Lando. You can follow me on Twitter at the Tackler1711 and at the motherfuckers in the barbershop podcast page.
What's the deal? Is nice. You can follow me on the gram at bnice2_ and on Twitter at 2_bnice.
All right, fellas. March Sadness. The brackets have already been broken. This year, I participated in the bracket. I usually don't even fuck with the college basketball bracket shit because that shit kind of ass to me. But I did one. My bracket's already destroyed. First question is, how are you guys' brackets still intact?
I'm doing good on my bracket. Everything is looking smooth. Like I said, I love doing the brackets. I've been doing it every year since I was probably like 8 or 9 years old. So everything's looking good.
How close have you come to having the perfect bracket and all that time of experience?
The year for the $1 billion, my Elite Eight was perfect. And I think Kentucky fucked it up and lost, and my $1 billion bracket was over with.
Damn.
Yeah. So that hurts.
So you still do a bracket even after shit like that happen?
I still do it, man, because it's just 1 year. I'm just going to get it perfect,
What about you, B? Did you make a bracket this year?
Yeah, I made two. One of them is in shambles, because I did push Arizona in one of them. Cause it was
You put Arizona over your boys, you a turncoat ass.
That's not my main. That's not my main.
That's
one,
fucked up.
That's not my main one.
I never do that to my niggas.
And the main one, we have Buffalo going to the Final Four.
Ooh.
Also got Alabama going to the Final Four.
Avery Johnson.
Michigan State going to the Final Four. And
oh shit.
It was a toss up. Personally, I'm not a big Michigan guy, but I do believe they'll make the Elite Eight. Unfortunately, I have North Carolina knocking them off and going to the Final Four in that bracket, but I do have them going to the Final Four in another bracket. So there's a belief to me that they can make it, and I think that the one that I have them going to the Final Four, I have what everybody here would be looking forward to, which is the Michigan State matchup in the final.
All right, Lando, what was your Final Four?
My Final Four is Michigan, Duke, I believe. I think I had Virginia and I had Villanova, I believe. If I'm not mistaken.
My shit is already ruined. I got UVA, ain't that Virginia?
Yeah.
Virginia, Michigan, Virginia Tech, and Duke.
Okay.
I don't even know why I had Virginia Tech going that far.
I watched some college basketball this year, and I've never seen a Virginia Tech college basketball game. So I know you didn't see no Virginia Tech game.
I don't even remember how I got that deep with Virginia Tech.
But sometimes you just gotta ride a team. Like I had that Rhode Island. I think I got problems.
Oh, I thought I had them beating Alabama. I had Virginia Tech beating Alabama, and then I just had them niggas going the rest of the way, to go in the distance at that point. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I didn't even think about Villanova, but they never been a 1 seed, right?
Villanova?
What the year they won? They was a 1 seed, right?
Maybe a 2.
Yeah, maybe a 2. Okay, I thought
right,
they won.
What y'all think about March Madness right now? Like, as it is right now, all these upsets, all these Buzz Miami look like trash, Loyola Chicago, Buffalo be nice family and stuff. What y'all thinking?
It's been some good games. I like the emotion in all the games. That's the one thing I can say about the tournament is that you see the fight. You see the I care emotion going through all the games. Because even South Dakota State had me like cheering for them earlier. I'm like, yeah, they're about to beat Ohio State. So, I mean, everybody comes ready to play. So that's what I like about the tournament.
I think that there's beauty in the madness here as far as and somewhat in the mistakes. Like what we've seen as far as some of the upsets might not have been really upsets because I think that with the overall parity and lack of a clear-cut favorite for this year's championship, there was a lot of misseedings and people coming out like Kentucky. Coach Cal was kind of upset about his seed. And there's a lot of other people who felt like they were in more difficult sides of the bracket. So I think that what the NCAA created was a chance for more upsets because there's a lot of people who are lower seeded than they probably should be. And that's really the whole idea that I have going forward is a lot of these teams, like for sure Alabama and Buffalo to me were much better than where they were. So I think that that's one of the trends that we're going to see moving forward in March Madness is kind of like people's seedings making them look like they're overcoming something that's not really there. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're the same talent level, and a lot of these people's minds, they think they actually can't beat these teams. It's not really the 1-16, we clearly know, like, hey, you barely got here. Mm-hmm. So it's never happened before. Chance of this being the year, not that high. So that's just something that's kind of consistent, but you look at some of the 13 and 4 matchups and the 8 and 9s and 6 and 10 stuff like that. They're not really that far apart.
Like I said 6 and 10. I don't even consider that.
Yeah, like it's not really that far apart. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's just the main component we're seeing right now. That's kind of just the only thing I have to say about that.
Oh, I also had Stephen F. Austin going pretty deep too. Stone
I mean, but
Austin.
clearly we see from how you spoke about the bracket and your own viewpoint of college basketball previously, Austin does not like college basketball.
I don't like college
He thinks it's a joke. And in the manner in which he's speaking right now, his bracket was a parody. Clearly, he made a parody. He made a scary movie with his bracket, clearly.
Yeah.
Anything else y'all wanted to cover about NCAA, this tournament real quick?
I can't wait for Saturday, man. Michigan play Houston. They're going to bully Houston. I can't wait to see what Michigan State do. I mean, Little Caesars Arena sold out.
That's big time. This
East
not
Club,
even just
East
Michigan
Club,
State,
East
man.
Club ain't even doing the all
fact
you
that
can
we
eat.
They not.
hosting
I
again.
knew. I told B Night because them tickets was $320 fucking.
That's not for us though, so it don't matter.
No, but
There's people coming from out. Fuck them. They don't need
No,
no.
but they
all
said
you
since it's people coming in
That's
all
what I'm
day, they
saying.
just
They
run
don't
out
need
food.
that.
It's like different waves of people coming in
because
throughout the day.
it's some games you don't want to see. I'm not coming
so wait,
all day.
So is it like an all day pass?
You
type
can
shit?
buy
You
that.
can buy all day
And then
pass,
you
or you
can
can
buy
buy
singles.
you
What
can
the
buy
fuck is
singles.
this? Cedar Point or some shit?
Yeah.
Because if I just want to see Michigan State and I don't know who these other people are, I just want to see that
If it was
team.
at- if
Or
it was-
maybe if I travel with this team, I might not want to see the rest of the
If it
team.
was at Ford Field, I probably would have went. But I just don't. Just because it's easier to get in and out. Like
Did they
the
even
Wilson
sell
Arena.
out last time at Fort Field? When the Final Four was at Fort
Yeah,
Field?
when they had the
Definitely.
championship. Yeah, when the
All right,
championship.
I remember that shit being real big when we was down.
But I don't, that
went
was
down there.
the
That was Psycho
end.
10 there,
No,
yeah.
but that was the end of the tournament. This is
Yeah,
just like
this
the
is
beginning.
just preliminary.
I can see why it might be a little different, with this. This is just the earlier round.
LCA, man. I didn't want to go down there.
I mean, this hopefully will be a good send off and will show the NBA that we possibly can host an All-Star game. If this has a decent enough turnout,
I
we
feel like
keep
we can.
turning some stuff around.
We
The
probably
Lions
All-Star
pushing
game
for the
in
draft.
next
We
4 or
pushing
5
for
years.
Super Bowls. Dan Gilbert trying to turn stuff around. We need to host the All-Star game. That'll be the final
That'd be
thing
next
to
level. Floods would be. Whew,
Exactly.
You imagine all the baddies and floods? That shit.
I don't know about that shit. We going where the lamb tops at, so all the strip clubs gonna be popping.
All right, so shout out Shaking My Heads, cause I guess we done with college basketball, right?
Yeah.
Shout out Shaking My Heads, man. I'll go first.
Okay.
I want to go first. I want to rest in peace, Stephen Hawking. You know what I'm saying? He was, brilliant man. He was in a lot of cartoons. Always in the wheelchair. Talk with the keyboard. Cool guy. I never met him.
Gangster with the keyboard.
Gangster with the keyboard. Used to cuss niggas out. Yeah. Call you dumb. Stupid. All
Through a
types of
keyboard.
shit. Through a keyboard. Through a digital voice. First auto-tune user. Number 2. Shout out Be Nice. Be Nice is on the cusp of graduating. Lando also. Shout out to y'all too, man. On the cusp of graduating this year,
And
man.
the forgotten Boys to Men member, Gans, who just slowly shifted away from the group.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't know what happened to him. I think he had scoliosis. The dude with the real deep voice.
Yeah.
He had a bad back. So I don't know what Gans' ailment is, but he
just in love.
Yeah, that?
Yeah.
That's an ailment for sure. It could be a sickness, most definitely.
All right. Also want to shout out Fortnite. Drake and Ninja, Travis Scott, Juju Smith. They put Fortnite on blast. Over 600,000 niggas watched. 4 niggas play
That
Fortnite.
can also be a shake in my head because the servers already kind of fucked up.
Nah, them niggas fucked that shit all the way up, though. They done fucked up the internet with that shit, though. Like Kim
She was on
K.
Bleacher Report.
Kim K threw her big booty on there, and niggas retweeted that. But Drake calling Ninja saying, "Hey, bro, hop on the fort." That shit just made me fuck with that nigga a little bit more than I already kind of fucked with him. It put him. It stacked him over than like a lot of niggas, though. It made him jump over a bunch of niggas in my book.
Yeah, I just think he a genius for that, though. I mean, it's the hottest thing. You know how to translate yourself in there.
And it's like Travis Scott with it, too, and he working on an album with Kanye. And I don't know, it's just a lot of shit to go into that, though. That shit was sweet as hell, though. And then watch it, and Drake really sucked.
What does that mean?
Huh?
What does that mean?
I'm just
the
saying.
Migos just had an executive producer out by Kanye that was awful.
No. I'm saying this how you just put
This
that
shit was
bitch.
awful.
This how you put that bitch out there. Fortnite done the hottest shit out right now. And you be like, hey,
I'm
Travis
saying,
Scott
what does
moving.
working with Kanye
said
mean?
Drake-
Oh no, this Kanye out.
If,
This ain't the
okay,
Migos
if
out.
Kanye let them niggas do that, then what is he gonna let
Drake,
Travis
Drake
do?
couldn't play Fortnite. That
No, he was ass.
He has, but Ninja out cold.
Yeah,
so they
He was
gonna catch
ass
the
still,
dub.
though. He was ass.
He still ass. He was like, hey Ninja, come get the scar and shit like that. Just giving that
So
nigga
was just doing it just.
He told me, I got dropped, man. Come get me. Matter of fact, no, just kill these dudes.
Yeah, he was just doing that. Just
he was like the dude in the army that you might possibly be carrying on your back after you kind of wounded. He just calling stuff out for you. Like, they're coming from this way. I can't do nothing for you though. But
that's cool, man. You can tell you don't play, just doing it because it's hot.
Yeah, man, he having fun. And he just, shot.
And it also showcases that you don't have to really be good at it to enjoy the game. Because it's just a fun game. You know
just like you at Madden. When I beat you at Madden, you're not really good at it, but you do enjoy like just picking up the controller.
We can start the Madden League, and you won't make it.
I got niggas ready for a Madden League.
Oh, we definitely ready.
That's what's all right. And then
shout out to Tito, because Tito said he better than Lando.
Shout all right, and then shout out to Kaepernick, man. I seen him practicing today, man, in Houston, throwing nice passes. Spirals. And hopefully he gets signed this year, man. Hopefully. All right, anybody else? Oh, no, and shake my head at Miami, spring break, dog. That shit was just what niggas doing, what niggas girls is doing out here, dog.
I don't even want to talk to the niggas. I expect that from y'all. The females down there, y'all ain't got no fucking morals. The
niggas ain't got no morals neither, dog.
That's what I expect you niggas to go down there and do this wild ass shit. I don't expect them to be successful, but I expect them to want to go down there and do this. But the fact that they successful, the success rate is what's blowing my mind. Like, damn, but social media, we seeing it. Maybe this just been happening. I don't go to shit like this.
I don't got the platform to, like, really express what happened.
My nigga Southside Drew said it on Instagram in a video when a girl cut up this dude Tim's. Bitches is devious.
Did you hear about it, Linda?
I haven't.
It's a girl. All right, look. It's a girl. She went down to Miami. She told her boyfriend she was like prepping all week. I can't wait to go to Miami. My boyfriend, and this is like one of the many stories. It's like
for Shaw University.
Yeah, she like, okay, I love him and blah, blah, blah. Then she went down to Miami and like a video came like this week of a nigga, ugly nigga. Bummy nigga slapping her ass and shit, like she just shaking in front of him. She's slapping,
bending over, she's smiling,
like basking in the moment. And then like she see the video on Twitter, like, hey, can you take this down? That's me. And then she ended up coming out like saying she don't got a boyfriend.
Yeah. He like, oh, you got a man? That's why you want me to take it down? No, I don't have a man.
I don't got a man. Finds out she got a man. Finds out that nigga don't even be on Twitter like that. So he probably wouldn't have seen this video ever.
But now it's viral. The shit everywhere.
And now it's like this nigga. The nigga who recorded the video might be gay because they got a picture with like booty cheeks and they talking about that ain't no vagina cup, that's a dick and balls in that booty cheek. And there's another nigga like, hey, I don't know why he's mad at his girl. I done fucked that nigga while he was with her. It's just getting out of hand. Like, this shit imploded.
It's viral. Wow.
Yeah, it done got to new levels.
Yeah, I think it's bitch getting fucked down.
That spring break shit to get under control.
There's a bitch with a wedding ring, engagement ring.
No, that don't matter. Like I said, they act a fool when they get out there. Just act a fool. Like I said, I went to Panama and Florida. And it was just some of the wildest shit I've ever seen. I didn't know people can get that wild and nasty. So.
All right, anybody else
want to go? Did you get wild and nasty, Lando? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
My shout out, I definitely want to shout out, first off, rest in peace to Craig Matt. The first bad boy, big artist, rest in peace to Craig Matt. Flavor in your ear. A shout out to Richard Sherman and Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins signed a big, fully guaranteed deal. The first
DJ Khaled would say he secured the bag.
He secured the bag for sure. You know, I like, even though Richard Sherman deal was a little funny, but he did represent himself, and I think more players need to start representing.
He just had surgery on both his Achilles. He had to do what he had to do in that situation.
But you know what? I like to see players represent themselves.
Almost definitely.
We saw that the documentary broke. We see a lot of...
And it was a real situation where, like you said, the deal is kind of funny, but it's more like I'm going to prove y'all wrong. You know what I'm saying? If y'all give me this opportunity to go get this extra money, I'm going to go get that.
Yeah, I'm going to give a shout out to the Shy. It was a good episode. I cannot wait for the season finale. Shout out to QB1.
Yeah.
I watched two episodes. I'm impressed, so I'm going to log in.
Yeah, but like I said, Peter Berg also did Friday Night Lights as the director of that. So obviously he has a nice niche and eye for talent.
Yeah, you know how to make a touch. The shake of my head got to go to Odell Beckham. You brought it up last week. You know, they really broke down the video. He trying to secure the bag.
So I got a question, because that was laundry detergent on that mirror, right?
You the better off saying that was semen.
Yeah, no, I'm saying she was just cleaning. She about to clean her clothes. She just like to clean up certain clothes at a time on that mirror, right?
Toothpaste, baking soda.
Maybe baking soda.
No laundry detergent.
I think that's about to have a volcano in that room.
Yes. That's why he was explaining to her who he wanted her to go see.
He's super talented. Hopefully he can get it together. I ain't even mad about him smoking weed. Just that pizza was terrible.
The pizza.
That
Yeah,
pizza
the
looks
pizza
awful.
was awful.
nasty.
Yeah,
Fuck.
that shit
That's
He
like,
said
no,
it
you.
was an old video. We don't know, but it's bad timing, bro.
Yeah, but this is horrible.
Yeah,
time.
you trying to get the bag in. That shit pop up.
And then my last one, just shaking my head at the O.J. Simpson. They did an interview from 2006 when he was broke. They paid him $1 million to pretty much say that he did it, and it just
It resurfaced, right?
it resurfaced.
But
And
it's coming back
real
as
bad.
something else.
Yeah, like he did it.
Yeah.
Do you think you know more than any of us on this
Right.
subject?
I don't want to talk about after today. We could just dead O.J. But go ahead.
No, I just want. Did he do it? Because from what I know he had bad knees, so he
Bad
couldn't hop
knees.
the fence. Of course, the glove didn't fit.
Glove never fit.
But it's a lot of people bring up shit like, oh man, the nigga always say that if I was on the case, I could have put OJ in jail.
No, they couldn't have. They just couldn't have. Honestly, I don't think he did it. I think if he was a part of it, he had somebody kill her. Because I just don't see OJ cutting her neck just the way it was. You know, it just definitely was.
That's always been the thought that I've always had is that if he had any play in it, then it was a coercion of a grouping of people. It wasn't if he did it or was involved in it. He wasn't the actual person that committed it, and it was definitely other people involved.
It was other people involved. So I don't think he could. He's too stupid to put all that shit together.
And I think it was made to look a little bit sloppy, but I think it was kind of executed in a way where it wasn't like something that was emotionally like just right.
Well, the police fucked it up though.
That's what I'm saying.
The way they handled the evidence, Mark Furman doing the shit by himself and placing the glove, all types of like funny shit. So they did the shit to themselves.
That was it.
That was it for me.
All right, B, what you got?
Right now I think I'm close to graduating, so I will shout that out. I also want to give a big shout out to my cousin, man, Wes. He just delivered what people would call a big time upset with the University of Buffalo over Arizona. We kind of discussed this earlier in the week, but you know, we understood that this was something that was possible. Like they said in the game, Coach Oates talked to him, and it was never something that they talked about like actual upset. Like we really, believed that this could happen. So that's the main thing I want to shout out right now, man. Just people doing big things. Also shout out to Gans, close to graduating. Gans has been my man's for a long time, as Lando likes to point out. So, it's a big moment for us to graduate together. Also, DeAndre Slap will be graduating around the same time, and Lando is graduating too. So we got 3/4 of the original cast will be graduating this year, and then also is closely following behind. So
I'm almost there. It's gonna be a minute though. Trust me, I'm taking.
But we
my
all
time.
gonna have degrees, so that's what I'm saying. Well-rounded grouping. I don't really have a shake in my head though. We covered it with Miami. I'm shaking my. I'm gonna be shaking my head at that shit for the rest of 2018 because there's still other events y'all gotta go to. What the fuck y'all gonna do for Memorial Day? Y'all gonna go back down there and do the same shit?
No, usually more of the grown people go down to Memorial Day.
Yeah,
but the kids along.
I don't know, man. Grown people wearing skinny jeans and shit like that.
No, I'm talking about like Memorial Day. Definitely when I was growing up, like that was BMF. That was their fucking spot. Like they just like shut that down, like with the motorcycles and all that shit. So yeah, that's definitely where the grown people go. Kids go to the spring break shit.
All right, so let's get into this NFL stuff real quick, man. Be Nice yesterday was a bit of an Eric EBRON apologist when me and Ashley brought up the fact that Eric EBRON got cut. So Be Nice, I'm gonna give you a chance to defend yourself on podcast.
I mean, it's nothing to defend. I don't know why we cut him. Like, why did we cut him? This is simply the only thing. Why did we cut? If it was something that was moving forward next year, then I would be like, oh yeah, for sure, I'm not paying him $8 million for 2 more years. But even me and Lando discussed it. If we just were gonna bring him back, it was cool. Like I didn't have an issue with it. I want to know what we're gonna do with that. That's it. That's simply it.
Listen, we freed up cap space. We can help out in other areas. He wasn't worth that much money.
No, I don't disagree with you. But you just said you don't know what we're doing either.
No, I think we're going to get Brent Selleck. I think we're going to pick him up. And I will take him over Eric EBRON. Eric EBRON cannot block.
I would
cannot
take Brent
catch.
Selleck
He
over
can't
him.
make tough catches. He runs sloppy routes. It was just time for him to go. It was just a bad fit. He shouldn't have been drafted there. And that's the only thing I don't blame him for that. Like, he shouldn't have been drafted there. Yeah, so that was the bad pick. And it's time to move on from that.
I just feel like even if we had nothing to do with that money, giving any of it to, or just letting him stick around at the Lions facilities for too long was just a bad idea. He just wasn't good. He just, at the end of the day, whether he was picked fifth, first, he still just wasn't a good player. And I see a lot of people try to use like a Pro Football Focus comparing him to like Gronk and Tony Gonzalez.
He got real good stats, quote unquote, but I think that my issue, he was never a cancer to me. Like Eric EBRON, and I'm one of the niggas that sent a lot of hate tweets to that nigga. He took a lot of it in stride. Like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't really show us that. I don't think he was a cancer to the team. Like, Gold Tate been fucking shit up.
No, hey, listen, watching that nigga drop a football in that Carolina Panthers game, he for sure he was ruining the team. He was ruining our win-loss record.
Even but
I'm saying morale and being around. You said him in the facilities. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he don't need to be in that.
I don't think niggas hated him. You see people on the team slaying that dude, they bigging him up.
We said this before, man. If you lose the crowd, you lose your freedom, bro.
Yeah, he used to fight back with the fans.
He used to argue. The crowd used to boo every time he dropped them. And like it just got too bad.
You getting booed loud.
And then they cheer real loud when he finally catch a ball.
Yeah,
like it was just time.
He should have just pulled the daylight, and if he heard 2 more boos, should have boo-booed on the field. That's what he should have did.
Even the guy escorted about this. He'd have been on the Titus Young watch at that point.
So any other free agent things?
Well, I want to talk about the Lions. I'm nervous, man. It's not looking good right now. I know it's just free agency. I know the draft hasn't happened yet. But the Vikings...
But what moves did you want us to make, Lando?
Bro, I need us to get Tyrann Mathieu. I need us to get Malcolm Butler. We need to get playmakers.
So you want us to pay Malcolm Butler more money than we plan to say?
What you mean? How much did he get at Tennessee?
12.5. And Slay makes 12.
I give Malcolm Butler that.
Disrespect.
I give Malcolm Butler that. I mean, he's proven that. The best player in Super Bowl history, he's proven that. 98%. He can tackle better than Slay.
He the best player in Super Bowl history.
No, the best play in Super Bowl history.
What the fuck is you talking about, Lando?
Man, just listen, man. Get the wax out your ear. But yeah, he made the best play in Super Bowl history, man. I would have signed him. We need playmakers.
I just feel like we didn't make any like big time splash moves. I mean, like who did? Well, we would have got DeMarco Murray. He kind of older.
Nah, I was straight on
it's,
that.
It's like players like that. Like I was telling Lando, some people free agents for a reason. Like you don't pick up their contracts. Yeah, that is. But some niggas just don't really ain't really there for nothing, man.
Discussed off camera Terrell Pryor. Niggas gonna sit for a minute. There's other pieces that's not gonna, you know what I'm saying, not gonna move. And maybe that's the good thing that I'm not seeing about freeing up the Eric Ebron. In my mind right now, I think that I'm just stuck in the moment. So I'm seeing a big splat. And I feel like that's kind of what you're saying too. We're not making nothing happen right now. It is a delay sometime with the market for free agency where some people, they got to see what they worth. And then the bigger names go, and then it's like, all right, now I can function a little bit more. And then you might actually see us. That's when we sign the Brent Sellers, and then we make something up. Because that guard we picked today, he don't look good.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at the teams around us. And look, I know probably be in prison in a moment, but it looked like the Packers have got better. It looked like the Vikings have got a lot better. It looked like even the Bears have gotten better. I just don't feel like we've gotten better this week. And so it looked like we switching our defense to like a 3-4 with the Devin.
And in that aspect alone, that might make us better.
It might, but we gotta get somebody to shore up the middle.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's all it is to me is that I feel like the switch, and that's kind of what Patricia's been saying in the media this whole time. You know, and some other people, some of the news writers and beat writers we have for the Lions have kind of been talking about. I've seen comparisons from Kennard and Jones to Whitehead, and you know who's better. And it's just a better fit.
Whitehead just signed a deal with somebody. I don't think the Raiders. Yeah, he just signed the Raiders a deal, but
he might be successful there.
He might be. I like he's a good cornerback though. I know you asked about him earlier, but he is a good corner.
All right, how y'all feel about certain people getting, signed and released like what Nate Solder, whatever his name is?
He just went to the Giants.
He just got paid a lot of money.
Yeah.
And is that like the new going rate for an offensive tackle in the NFL?
Yeah, man. We just seen a guard get $13 million.
What's the dude name from the Giants? Eric Fisher. How awful he was.
Yeah. No, that was that.
That was Brandon Flowers.
Brandon Flowers. Yeah, he was. Yeah,
they would have paid anybody to replace that nigga.
But do you think that's like a counterpoint to Tom Brady? Like Bill just let that nigga go. Like
it looked like Bill is trying to sabotage Tom. I've never seen the Patriots they haven't really signed back. No, like Deion Lewis is gone.
Danny Amendola go.
Amendola, he's like breaking up that gang. He's breaking up everybody who was going to Tom Brady's trainer. Like it just looked like it's just a divide in that locker room.
You think they're gonna pick up Jordy Nelson?
He signed with the Raiders.
You already signed with the Raiders?
Yeah,
or it's very close. I think that the Seahawks still have a chance of talking to him, but
they let go of Michael Crabtree.
It's very close.
They let go of Michael Crabtree. It's fucked up. I just thought they was gonna let go of They was gonna sign. That's like Bill. That's like a Patriots. Just dream receiver, dog. Big, fair-skinned, good hands, kind of sneaky fast. That's just what the Patriots love in a receiver all the way around. They might pick up Danny Wood again, though. He got released by the Ravens.
I mean, they might, but it's John Gruden just like, hey, look at this kid. He just grabbed Jordy. Like, he just wanted Jordy, but I don't know what the Patriots look like. They I don't know. Maybe Bill will figure something out, but I guess he's done with the free agency.
All right, what about Ndamukong Suh, Lando?
Sue, listen, we had our tough moments.
Look at the camera.
Sue, we're sorry for the way you were treated, man. I think your house is still up for sale. Come back home, man. Just come home, man. We need to get Sue back in the line. Just come home. It'd be like LeBron coming back home, man. He went down to Florida when he went to college in Florida. Didn't really win, but he went down there. Time for Sue to come back, man. Sue, come back.
What, through Sue's career, he done made, over $150 million?
Yeah, he's smart business, man.
They said him and Sam Bradford done made like over $130 million.
They said Bradford signed $20 million with like the Cardinals or something like that. He just getting paid.
Highway robbery.
That nigga's out here jugging. You want to talk about niggas making some money? That nigga's making some cheese.
Yeah, he's making some cheese.
For nothing.
Anything else y'all want to go NFL?
Like you said, I think De'Aaron Payne from Alabama, that's probably gonna be our pick.
So do you think any of the moves we've made change our draft?
Yeah, Payne is gonna be our pick. Like if we don't get Sue, we need a defensive. We need somebody in the middle. You can't go without that interior line. You got to build up that interior.
So what does that do for push? Because originally I called for and thought that we would pick a corner. I don't think that we have the need for that.
No, I think
anymore.
we got.
I think that shoring up both sides of the trenches is the number one goal, and then also adding a running back for sure in the first 3 rounds. So I mean, where do you see us going next as far as what is the next move that we have to make either in free agency or
I think
to shore up what you ideally would want us to do in the draft? Like, is it going to get a center or a guard?
I think free agency is